So October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and this morning we're hearing from the Houston Police Department about how they handle these sensitive situations.
Yeah, officers on the front lines are specially trained to protect victims even when they face barriers to reporting these crimes. KPRC2's Rochelle Turner spoke with a lieutenant about how police respond and the steps that victims can take to secure justice.
Good morning, Amy and Owen. Victims of domestic violence often face fear and uncertainty when deciding whether to call the police. The Houston Police Department says their priority is ensuring the safety of victims, even if they feel hesitant to reach out. I learned how officers are trained not only to respond to crime scenes, but to offer empathy and resources. Lieutenant Colleen Himes worked as an officer for HPD's Domestic Abuse Response Team, also known as DART, before being promoted to the Major Assaults Family Violence Division. She knows how challenging it can be when responding to different situations.
When you approach a family violence scene, you have to approach it with empathy, and they start teaching you that in the academy. So responding to that scene is not, hey, it's just an everyday thing. We understand as law enforcement officers that a decision was made, that someone that you love made a mistake, and now law enforcement has to enter this. And this might be a 10-minute blemish of your lifetime with them, but unfortunately we have to call law enforcement.
Lieutenant Himes explains that when officers respond to these calls, the process is thorough. Patrol officers first secure the scene, ensure no one needs a medical attention, and gather statements.
We also provide resources to the complainant, resources to the victims, and this is where we start that training and that empathy, realizing that it doesn't just stop here. There's further investigation that is needed. Sometimes the officer might respond and the suspect that the complainant is calling for may not be on scene, but that doesn't mean that we just leave it by the wayside. That's where it gets referred to a detective.
But what happens after the initial call? If the victim wants a conviction, detectives take over the investigation, collecting more evidence and working closely with the district attorney's office.
We just don't look at one side and listen to the person say, hey, I want you to go to jail, and then we put them in jail. Facts are presented, interviews are done, and we try to gain as much possible evidence that we can to present to the district attorney, and it's ultimately their decision whether charges are going to be presented or accepted or not.
And HPD also provides victims with a blue form, and it includes a list of resources for survivors. It includes things like counseling, housing, and help for their children. Lieutenant Himes says it's a vital resource to help them move forward from their situation. Back to you.
All right, Rochelle Turner in the studio with us. Thank you so much for that.